in the run-up to the budget in the coming week, we are bringing you expectations from the commodities space. And joining us today is Dilip Bhatia. He is CEO, ACE Derivatives and Commodity Exchange. Dilip, hi. Thank you so much for joining us today. I mean, we have been talking to lots of industry people on what they are expecting from the budget this time around. What are your expectations as an exchange?
Manisha, as you know, we have been talking about the amendment to the FCRA bill from past couple of years. The positive development this year has been that the Standing Committee of Parliament, which was constituted to go into the merits of the amendment, has given their very positive report, and we are now expecting that in this session the amendment legislation will be put up for Parliament and will be passed. This will be one of the most important step for the development of commodities markets and one of the biggest expectation of commodity exchanges from the budget session this time. In addition to that, there have been a couple of other demands which the commodity exchanges sector has been making. First, the important thing has been about the treatment of gains and losses coming from the commodities derivative transaction. Today, if you know, these gains and losses are treated as speculative income, not at par with gains and losses coming from equity derivatives. So, we are expecting an amendment in Section 43(5) of the Income Tax Act, whereby the profit and gains and losses from the commodity derivative transaction will also be given the same footing as equity derivatives, and they will be allowed to be adjusted against the business gains or losses for the year.
Mr. Bhatia, ACE has been coming in a steady pace, slow rather, but you have come in and introduced a lot of agri-commodities. Are any more commodities in the pipeline that would be coming on the exchange?
If you know, last month we launched soya meal contract, which is first of its kind offered by commodity exchanges in India. With that contract, we now offer all three constituents of soya bean complex, which is soya bean, soya oil and soya meal on the exchange platform. And this is one of the important tool for processing and crushing industry, because they can now lock their crush margins on the entire exchange platform. We have actually seen a very good response to the contract, fair amount of interest among the market participants, and that has actually given us an encouragement to try and look at new commodities as we go along. We have been continuously working on launching something new commodities. Continued discussions are going on. I think in the next 2 months' time, you will see at least 2 more commodities from ACE, which will be different from what has been currently traded on the exchange platform.
Also, Mr. Bhatia, before we let you go, what are you reading into the Indian commodity futures? 10 years or more as we have come across all the way. How is your reading into the space?
With the current regulatory framework, the exchanges have been doing very good job in terms of bringing the market participants on the exchange platform and providing them a good price discovery risk management platform. As we go along in next year and expectation of the reforms, particularly after passing the FCRA amendment bill, coming through, we will see a fair amount of changes in the market as a whole, be in terms of market participants, whereby we expect large institutional players, the FIIs or the mutual funds and banks being allowed an entry into the market. Diversification in the product portfolio and instrument portfolio, particularly in terms of entry of options or index-based features and options. Liberalization in terms of allowing portfolio management schemes and commodities are some of the reforms which I expect to happen in next year or so, and these will really give further flip and impetus to the market.
All right, Mr. Bhatia, we'll let you go at that. Thank you so much for joining us. So reforms and FCRA on the wish list, of course, coming in from the exchanges there.